Hello, my name is Martina Nyamainashe. I'm here today to talk about World Mental Health Day, just to raise an awareness of what it really is. Because this day was set to bring or to raise awareness of mental health issues around the world and to mobilize efforts in supporting of mental health. Mental health is essential to our overall well-being, and it is as important as our physical health. When we feel mentally well, we can work productively, we can enjoy our free times, we can contribute actively to our communities. But this day was set up not just as an advocacy. It also provides an opportunity to empower people to look after their own mental health and provide the information or the education that is needed to help them support others. Because life can bring us to a place where we can easily see the things that other people should be doing and totally miss out on what we can be doing in order to prevent or to heal or to give support where there is mental health issues. So it's very, very important to take a holistic approach to this. And when we talk about mental health, we've got emotional health involved in it. We've got our own physical health involved in it. We've got lots of things that come and cause, that could trigger or cause problems with our mental health. So we really need to look at the whole big picture so we can find a way or a place where we can start in preventing, in healing, in supporting, in giving all that we can as a community or personally or individually. So what does it mean for us? And what does it really mean to take care of ourselves? You see, we need to challenge ourselves to start to understand what mental health issues or states really are. What causes them? What puts us into this place that at the end of it, we find ourselves struggling, we find ourselves in trouble, we don't know how to deal with issues that are constantly arising in our communities of mental health. If we look at it from a cultural point of view, as a Black community, as from my own background that I come from, we shunned to talk about mental health issues because there was this stigma that was associated with it. There was stigma of shame that was attached to mental health. So we hid our issues, we hid our mental health problems, we hid the way we felt our emotions instead of talking about them or finding the help that we need. But now we are going into a crisis because of these issues that are happening. So we need to start looking at how do we deal differently with mental health issues. So the important thing is for us to educate ourselves so that we know what to do when we experience this. There's so much that is happening now because of the social media. Children are being influenced on the social media to do things that trigger or cause mental health issues. So as parents, you need to be totally prepared to deal with these when they come our way. And how do we do that? The most important thing to do is to take care of ourselves. Because life can cause us to run around fixing a lot of problems, paying the bills, doing that, and then we really forget ourselves. And when we neglect or forget ourselves or neglect taking care of ourselves, our children emulate that. And because they don't know and they are not equipped on how to deal with issues like this when they arise, they fall apart. So we need to start learning what it really means to have self-care. You see, we need to learn how to take care, take time off, put tools down and just be there, just being in the present to enjoy not being at work. I know as for me, I know we can do so many hours of work because we've got so many targets, we've got these goals that we need to meet, and then we neglect the time that is needed for us to just have a downtime so you can enjoy your family, so you can just enjoy life or do just nothing. Read a book, find something that you don't normally do every day. That is very good to bring balance into your life, home life, work life, all the other things that we do. So the important thing is to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And this way we teach others to take care of themselves. You see, the government has some responsibilities on providing health for us. But the health they provide for us is the ones that they have to intervene in this place where we can't take care of ourselves. So let's do the first things that we need to do in order for us to prevent these diseases that are overwhelming the world at the moment. The other thing that we can do is taking care of our emotions. Our emotional health is very important to us. You see, our thoughts and our emotions, or our feelings, they help us create our realities. So in these realities that we have, most of it is because of the thoughts that we have and the feelings that we have, and the combination of that creates the behavior or the characters that we have. So if we don't take care of the emotional health, then it's going to influence what we think, and what we think then influence how we behave, the actions we take in the world. So we do need to take care of our emotions, because as I said, we have to look at holistic care of ourselves. Physical health is also important. You need to go out for walks, go into nature. Just enjoy. If you live by the beach, enjoy the beach. If you live in the midst of the country where there's no water around like us, then you need to go out for nature walks in the parks. There's lots of parks available. Just go out there and enjoy the refreshing air. It does a great deal to our mental health. It works great for me when I need to take time out just to go out and breathe in the fresh air from the parks. It gives me a new perspective in a lot of things. And our relationships also have a way of influencing our mental health. So we need to start learning how to take care of ourselves and take care of our relationships in the way that builds instead of destroying. There's things that happen in life that there may be separations, there are arguments, there are disagreements that happen in life. We have to find ways of dealing with these. I know in the Black community, we don't like to go for counseling or for therapy or things like that. This is the time that we need to start thinking and considering about these, so that these situations that start as minute, they don't grow into big mountains that destroy our mental health. And that will cause problems for our own children. So now, what are we going to do as we gather and as we learn about this mental health, about the World Mental Health? So it's a time to be to consider what we are doing individually. Consider what we can do as a collective in the community, so that we can build a strong, a sane mindset within ourselves. Because you know that when one suffers, we all suffer. We might think it's happening next door, but the next time it's going to happen to us. So we have a collective responsibility of learning what we need to learn, or how we need to deal with mental health when it comes in our way. So we can help others, or help ourselves, or be the support that is needed when something like this is happening. But if we don't learn or educate ourselves, we will never be able to know how to help others. Thank you so much for listening. There is so much information going out there that is being put out by the WHO and by most of the governments and all the stakeholders that provide mental health services. There is so much that we can learn from. Just learn something, implement it in your life, and begin to use it to help others. You'll never know whose life you can impact by the little things that you've learned about mental health. Take care.